What up, CBS and Survivor? It's your boy Rome. I'm 29 years old, born in Oregon, living in Phoenix. I'm a professional esports commentator and future Survivor dominator. And now it's time for me to show you why I was born to be on this show and win that $1 million. Entertaining and storytelling has always been in my DNA, okay? My grandmother was a Hollywood actor and finalist on the first season of America's Got Talent as a rapper, and I was right there in the studio crowd cheering her on. Now, seeing all of her success on TV, it just made me want to get into entertainment. So I was always the lead role in plays from as young as I can remember. I was doing speech meets around the state, and I was even a lead dancer moonwalking in front of 1,500 people at the OSU campus at just 14 years old. So I'm extremely competitive. I was competing in every single sport and everything that I can get my hands on. Football, basketball, baseball, soccer, tennis, doesn't matter, you name it, I played it. I even was doing video game tournaments competitively. And you know, I loved being outdoors growing up. My dad, he worked for the Oregon Department of Fish and Wildlife, so he was always taking us on camping trips, teaching us about the wildlife, the wilderness, how to survive out there if we ever need to, all types of things, and that just made my love for being outside grow even more. Now, being the youngest of 5, there's usually a lot of expectations that go on being the youngest. I saw all of my siblings go through college, and I just knew that college wasn't for me, so I started my own dog walking business, which I was able to live off of, and during this time, I started YouTubing as a hobby, and I found a love for battle rap and YouTubing, and I started blogging all the time and doing all these things. I got 15,000 subscribers, and then I eventually hopped in the ring myself, and I battled 3 times, and guess what? 3-0. Simple as that. I'm sure you guessed it. Now, battling was a perfect way for me to be able to showcase everything that I had learned growing up, from my ability to act, perform in front of a live crowd without making mistakes, and show off my IQ, just straight outwitting everybody, making rooms react in a way that they will never forget.
Because when I pull the big blades, we won't need the feds. Leave your body looking like Miss Lisa Legs.
Now, everything was going great in my life. I was traveling, making money, I was blogging, entertaining a fan base, and then, all of a sudden, one day, all of that ended.
Yo, what is good, you guys? Just tore my Achilles playing basketball, and they about to put me on a gurney.
How's your left leg feel?
My left leg is incredible. I can run a mile.
Okay. All right.
Now, after tearing my Achilles, I couldn't walk, so I had to sell my dog walking business. I had to relearn how to walk myself. I kept that Kobe Bryant Mamba mentality the entire way through. Every step, every single piece of pain, every single day at rehab, I kept that Mamba mentality, and I was able to fight back, and in 6 months, I got right back to being just as normal, just as jumpy, just as everything as I was before the Achilles within 6 months, and that's something that most people aren't able to do if they have that type of an injury, and that just shows my will, my dedication that I was able to have. Now, during this time of rehab, I started working odd jobs, and then during that time, I found the love of my life, Gabby. And, you know, we've got 2 amazing dogs together. We've been together 3.5 years, and not looking back. We got plans on getting married, and, you know, she's everything that I've ever wanted in a woman. Now, when the pandemic hit, I sadly lost my job, but that gave me the absolute opportunity to go all in on my current hobby, which was commentating video games. I was doing it on a small level, you know, locally for smaller tournaments and things like that. And then guess what? They saw that I had talent for it, and they started moving me up quickly. And guess what? Within a year, I got signed to the biggest talent agency for gaming.
If $250,000 doesn't wake you up, I don't know what will.
Now, since then, I've been flown all over the world, from Saudi Arabia to Atlanta to Vegas, all for video games in the last year. Now, I found a career that I can really thrive in, that I can use my ability to talk, my ability to be expressive, my ability to do all these things that I grew up practicing for this moment, to be able to find a career that I could excel in and really be myself while also having a bunch of free time. And you know, during that free time, guess what we started doing as a couple? Binge watching Survivor. Gabby, it was huge for her, a huge part of her childhood. I had never seen Survivor before January of this year, 2023, but guess what? Since then, we have watched every single season. We have binged that much. That is how much I have fallen in love with this game show, and that is why I know I have everything what it takes to be able to win it. I've got the smarts to outwit, I've got the competitiveness to outplay, and I've got the tenacity to outlast every single person that is going to be against me on my upcoming season. I've been through so many obstacles in my life that have taught me everything that I'm going to need to get through and win this game. And I can promise you, Jeff, if you don't think that I'm going to be one of the most memorable, one of the most energetic, one of the most talked about contestants that you have ever had, I got nothing for you.